Hello, guys. So there's been like 8 monoliths found. You probably know what we're talking about if you've been just following the news, I guess. I thought there was like 3 of them, but I looked it up and apparently there's 8 of them. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. And when I first saw the first one, I was like, and it disappeared. I was like, oh, that's obviously some sort of. And other people thought this too. They were like, it's some publicity stunt or it's like uh some some art thing or something like that, like art project or something. And then they started appearing in a lot of other places, like completely like unrelated places, like California and Romania and like Utah. That was the first one. Yeah, like these places are like not even really that close. So
Well, Romania, Utah is kind of close to California, but Romania not so much.
yeah, right. So it was like, I don't know. If it was an art project, it's a pretty like
Elaborate
insanely
one.
ambitious art project because you'd have to have people in all those places to do
Well,
it.
most of them were in pretty remote places that aren't really easily accessible, right?
I I believe so. Well, one of them was in a national park.
So I guess there's a couple trains of thought. Like you said, one of them is it's just an art project or an art series, and if it were an art series, you know, it'd make a lot
What
of
was the
sense
point?
to have it somewhere where you can get in and get out without being seen. So that makes sense. And
Right,
then there's
yeah.
people saying that there's a supernatural element to it. And
Yeah,
it also
some
makes sense if it's a supernatural type of thing, it makes sense that it'd be somewhere that is remote that not a lot of people are going to see because usually when things are supernatural, they're kind of done in the shadows. They're done, without people really being able to get God's eyes on it. So that would make sense. So either way, it kind of is like it plays to both of those theories.
yeah, right. I mean, I can't completely rule out that it's aliens. I mean, who
I mean,
knows,
it
I
could be
guess,
just
but
about anything.
yeah, I don't know. If it was aliens, what would what would they get out of that? Like,
If it was an artist, what would they get out of that? Because they
yeah,
didn't put their
right.
name to it. Like it'd
Yeah, if
be
it was
one
an
thing if their
artist,
name was connected to it. Then they begin
right, yeah.
publicity. Then they begin something out of it. But
That's true, yeah. There's no name or anything. I haven't even heard what these things are made of, like made out of. So, I don't know. It's a weird situation. It's kind of a pointless thing to do, human or human or alien. It's kind of pointless. So I don't really get it, to be honest. It's just weird. And I don't know. When this first started, I was kind of agreeing with the people who were like, yeah, it's obviously a marketing campaign for something, and it still might be. I'm not saying it's not, but when it first started, I was like, yeah, that's probably what it is, marketing something. I don't know what they'd be marketing, but something. But then it started appearing in all these places. And I'm like, I don't think that's what it is. I don't know.
you'd have to kind of have to understand what it is, and we kind of have no. Obviously, someone knows what it's made of, but it kind of goes along with like the Georgia Guidestones. Those are just in the middle of Georgia, and no one has a fucking clue. And how long have they been there? A longest time. No one has a fucking clue why they're there, or what their purpose is, or why they say that there's only a certain amount of people going to survive and all that shit. Like
But it's weird because they show up and then people look at them, they take pictures and everything, and sometimes before they get removed, they'll literally just disappear. Like they're just not there anymore. So that's pretty weird too. So whoever's doing it is like very stealthy. Apparently they're just like a secret agent or some shit
yeah, they have a
because they're
lot of time and a lot of money.
a
Probably.
lot of time too. Yeah, they're getting away with it gracefully. So I mean, they're not necessarily doing anything wrong. I don't. Well, yes, they are actually, because the one place, I think it was in Utah. It was like it was just an area you're not supposed to access or something like that. So they kind
Well,
of
why
are
aren't you
doing something
supposed to
wrong in that.
access it?
I don't remember. I was reading about it, and it was the people who took it away were saying, or maybe it wasn't Utah, maybe it was one of the other places, but the people who took it away were saying that's why they took it away, because they kind of watched that property, or it was someone's property, not like a single person, like maybe an organization or something. So they took it off. They're just like, yeah, you can't do that.
It's like anything. Something happens that's kind of out of place, and then instantly there's a grand conspiracy. I don't
Yeah, I
necessarily
mean,
think it's that serious.
people immediately
Probably
jump.
just the art series.
It's I think it's a some guy's gonna, not maybe not one guy, but someone's gonna come out and be like, yeah, we did that, and it's gonna be like, why did you do that? They're like, oh, it's a project. See how people react.
Well,
It's
just
like,
think
okay,
about
nice.
the fact that ARGs kind of gotten to the point where, like, you can't look at anything on the internet that's weird without having to think this might not be real. And I think
Yeah,
that's low-key
exactly.
a bad thing, because now it makes it a little harder to tell what's real and what's fake.
It
and
does.
That's
That's
kind of scary, to be honest with you.
You can't tell what is real and what's fake. You really can't, including this. I mean, this is most likely fake. It's I don't know. Well, like, why would it be some like supernatural? Like,
Why would it not be?
shit? I don't know. Like, because I don't see the point. But I guess I don't see the point either way.
It seems like a whole lot of effort. I mean, obviously
That's true.
aliens
Yeah.
are. It's like people just say aliens to fucking everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they were the ones that were up to it, it'd be a lot easier for them to do it than some random person
Yeah, that's true.
or random people even. Because I mean, if you need a crew to get that down there, and get it down there without scratches, and all this different shit, you
And
think
without
somebody
being
would have saw
seen.
them.
You would think, yeah.
Especially if it's something that you had to use heavy equipment for to do it.
Yeah, I actually don't know,
easily.
like, if these things are hard to be transported. Like, I don't know if they're heavy. I don't know if I think they're pretty tall, but like, I don't know how hard it would be to like move one of those. So like, maybe it'd be easier than we think, but like, still, you'd have to be.
I mean, the
Putting
one
these
that
down
I
without being
saw was
seen.
one in Utah, and it looked like it was in a canyon.
Yeah, it was like it was some rocky red area, something like that.
It looked like a canyon. Usually canyons aren't, too easy to get to. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If it's aliens, it's aliens.
yeah. So in conclusion, we have absolutely no idea. We don't even have any
Yeah.
theories.
Yeah, I mean, just talking about it basically.
Yeah.
But no one has any idea.
Yeah, pretty much we have nothing to add
to this conversation or situation, basically, yeah. But hope you guys enjoyed anyway. We'll see you guys next time.